Oh, yeah, it's me. It's your boy, the Louisiana Country Boy, coming at you live once more again. Also, what I need for you to do, sit back, relax, put on your headgear. Oh, my worthless 2 cents is about to put something in your ear.
Oh, and here we go, here we go, here we go. Look, I'm going to just start it off like this before I start anything. I just have a little message for anybody who could be tuned in. You don't know what I've been through. Let me share my story with you. All the things that he brought me through. Story and rainy day. Don't know all the tears I've cried. Things I've kept bottled up inside. Yeah. Trying my best to be strong. You know, God. There it is. That's the Cardi Cortez. Look at here. Tonight, to each and every one, first and foremost, thank you for tuning in. This is the last show for the month of January. My God, we have made it through. Hey, Miss Julie, we have made it through. It is a blessing to be here once more again. As y'all can see, old country boy is up here by himself. So as I always say when I'm by myself, I won't be before you long, and I won't. All I'm gonna do is be in and pop out. That's gonna be about it. Look here. I didn't really know, and I still didn't, what the show as I end this month, what I wanted to say or what. So I quit trying to think about what I wanted to say and say, God, what you want me to say. So as we end this month, this month of January, this is the last show for Table Talk for this month. So what I'm going to end it is doing this, is offering some encouragement, offering some prayers, offering some blessings to each and every one that's going through something. Let me tell you something, because we're all going through something or all have been through something. Man, I don't even know how to start. I don't even know where to start. What I know is this, is so many times people see you where you are, but they never realize what it took to get there. People may see you with a smile on your face, but they never realize how many tears you have cried. People see your oil, but they don't understand the crushing that you had to go through. They don't understand the crushing that it took for you to be where you are today. So I want to pass this on to whoever may be listening tonight. I want you to pull up real close. Well, you ain't got to, because I got a big old mouth. You ain't got to get that close. But I want to tell you, whoever this may be for, God, whoever is for, I pray that they receive this. Whoever is for, is understand this, that you are worthy. Understand this. Understand this. Whatever it is you may be facing, it's just a crushing process. Understand this. From this, oh boy, I'm offering you encouragement here tonight to say, keep going. I'm offering you encouragement to say, keep pushing no matter what you think it looks like, no matter how it may feel. Keep going. I'm offering these words of encouragement to you to tell you, be the best you that you can be, not what somebody else expects you to be. Be the best you that you can be. If you're carrying your phone, carry it somewhere where there's a mirror in your house. If you're not, then when you get off of here, go look in the mirror and say, I am the best me that I can be. I'm the best me that I can be. Don't beat yourself up because of where you may be. It's the crushing. Understand something, that something has to be crushed in order for something good to come out of it. It's the crushing. You okay? I'm not saying that the crushing feels good. Sometimes it hurts like, oh, be God. Oh, it just, oh, but the crushing is going to be well worth it, because what it's doing is it's refining you in this situation, in this time. It is refining you to be the better you. You will be better tomorrow than you are today because of the crushing. Because of the crushing. Yeah, there's so many people that see you, and they may see you out, and they may see you happy, and they may see your joy, and they may see all these things, but they don't understand what you've had to go through to get there. They don't understand the breakups. They don't understand the losses. They don't understand the pain. They don't understand the tears that you have cried to get to where you are. But let me tell you something, it was worth the crushing to get there. And understand this, and I'm saying to those who may be getting ready to face something, I'm grateful that God has brought me on the other side. Many of us have been on the other side of the crushing. Not that we are done being crushed, but we are on the other side of some crushing. There are some things that we have seen. There's some crushing that we have been done to us, and we're on the other side of that, so we can carry this thing a little bit better. What I'm here to say is you can too. If you're at that point of saying, I just want to give up, baby, it's just the crushing. I just want to throw it, it's just the crushing. What's happening in this crushing process is that your oil is being squeezed out of you. See, because you wouldn't do it for yourself. You wouldn't do it because not one of us wants to administer that much pain to our own self. The crushing. The crushing. You know, if I can use the metaphor of maybe, it is football season. We're coming up to the Super Bowl. Can you imagine if you were in the locker room of the Redskins, or if you were in the locker room of the Bills, the crushing. The crushing. The crushing, that crushing of them. But guess what? What they're getting more out of them. Yes, the loss. Yes, the pain. Yes, it's real. The crushing. But on the other side, and let me tell you something, there's an other side of the crushing. There's things that will come out of you in the crushing process. You will come out refined. You will come out better. You will come out a brand new. I was just saying a minute ago, I have sitting right here, and I'll show y'all. I have sitting right here this bottle of olive oil. This bottle of olive oil. Do you know how many olives had to be crushed to fill this bottle? It's still olive oil, but the olives had to be crushed in order for this oil to be in this bottle. And see, understand that that oil can flow more than just that olive. That oil That oil that's inside of you, what's coming out of you, is going to be able to lift somebody else up with the oil. The oil that is inside of you, that has to be squeezed out of you, is going to be able to encourage somebody else. The oil, but you got to go through the crushing process. You got to go through the crushing process. See, the crushing process will teach you and refine you when things start to come. Baby, that's it. See, on the other side of the crushing process, your mind is renewed. Things that used to bother you don't bother you because you be like, I done been through the crushing process. When people say this and that, you don't even take it personal because you know you already been through the crushing process. You can smile in the face of adversity because you have gone through the crushing process. You are now refined oil. I encourage you. This old boy encourages you that wherever you may be, whatever you may be going through, whatever you may be feeling, there's another side. It's just the crushing process. It's the better you is going to come out. The better you is going to come out. Look in that mirror and say, I am being the best me that I can be. Because you are. Each and every one of you are so amazing in your own right. Each and every one of you are so very valuable in your own right. Each and every one of you are so powerful in your own right. No matter what it may look like, I'm sitting here telling you, you are beautiful and wonderfully made. You are a champion. You are a champion. I asked somebody this. I don't know if I've asked it here. The question was, do you want to be a winner or a champion? See, on the other side of the crushing, champions come out. On the other side of the crushing, champions come out. And you're champions. You are champions. You're champions, you're champions, you are champions. You're chosen. You're smart, you're intelligent. You are champions. Each and every one of you has a purpose. Sometimes, in order to get it out of you, you got to be crushed. Because it's not something you volunteer and do. You got to be crushed. You're worthy. There's greatness that's coming out of you. Even if you think you're great, there's even greaterness that's still inside. We've all had to go through something. We've all, at some point, experienced some kind of crushing. We've all been under some kind of pressure at some point. Been and through. Been and through. Been and through. Been through. Been and through. Been and through. We have been through. We have been through something. Each and every one of us has been through something, something that crushed us. But oh, look what came from it. Look at the oil where we're able to reach back through others who are going through to tell them God will bring you through. But you gotta go through the crushing. You gotta go through the crushing. You are amazing. You are amazing. Each and every one of you are amazing. You're gifted, you're talented. And I keep saying this over and over again. I want you to get it. I want you to feel it. I want you to know it. Don't just hear me. You got to tell yourself. You are amazing. You are visionaries. You're purposeful. Understand this. Tell me something that you think in your mind that you think God just created that for no reason. Because there's nothing that he created for no reason, just because. He is intentional. And each and every one of you are here because he was intentional about what he was doing. He was intentional about the purpose that he's placed on you. He's intentional about the vision that he has given you. You have it. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't, because you can. No matter what, no matter where, no matter when, you are amazing. You're wonderfully made. Yes, we've all gone through. And see, here's the thing. Let me tell you, sometimes we allow this world not to convince us not to be able to share the things that we've gone through. God wants us to share that. See, he wants us to share not just the oil, not just the oil, but see, he also wants us to share the crushing process. Why? Because so folks will know, baby, you got to go through something. Just because you see this oil, let me tell you, just because you see this oil, I'm not saying that I got it. I'm just saying, just because you see this oil and you see the oil and you see the grace upon others, understand something. They had to go through something to get there. And those that have had to go through the crushing process are more than happy and willing to share the process. See, because the process that you go, that's called a testimony. It's called a testimony. On the other side of the crushing is a testimony. Some people say there is no test there's no testimony without a test. And it just came to me. Thank you, God. There is no praise without pressure. There is no praise without pressure. There is no testimony if there's no test. And see, the test is telling others about the crushing. Others that want to give up and think that they just can't make it. See, there are people, let me tell y'all something. There are people that that believe in nothing. There are people that have no idea about anything, but we each have. I don't care where you are. I don't care who you are. But what I know for sure is each and every one has a testimony. Whoever you are, you got one. Don't be ashamed to share it. Don't be ashamed to share it. Don't be ashamed to share your testimony, because you telling others is an encouragement to them. So you don't know if they're at the end of the ledge because they just don't think that anybody cares. They don't think that it's worth it. And your testimony, yours, could be that thread that pulls them back from that ledge. They could be just ready to jump over. And by you standing next to them saying, I remember when I was on the ledge. I remember when I thought that I couldn't do it anymore. And then they will turn and look at you, because now they see you like, you. But I'm looking at you and you're always you. You at the verge of giving up? Yes. But all I see is your oil. My oil came after my crushing. I didn't get the oil before the crushing. The oil came after the crushing. The oil came after many nights and days alone. The oil came after many losses. The oil came after shedding many tears. The oil came after curling up in the fetal position on my mother's grave. The oil came after. The oil came after. The oil came after losing a job. The oil came after losing children. The oil came after the divorce. The oil came after. I had to be crushed. The oil came after. But I'm not going to just look at the oil and just talk about the oil. But let me tell you about the crushing. Let me tell you about the times I spent alone. Let me tell you about the tears that I cried. Let me tell you how it was when I had nothing. Let me tell you about the crushing. Because I don't want you to get it mistaken, because some folks get it mistaken and they think that you done had the oil the whole while. No. No. The oil that you see came from some crushing. Because some folks be like, what you been through? Let me tell you, I'm so glad you asked. Let me share with you some crushing. The crushing came after standing beside so many hospital beds watching the plugs being pulled. The crushing. That's the crushing. The crushing was passing by and looking at my mother in a coffin. The crushing was looking at my aunt in a coffin. The crushing. The crushing The crushing is wanting to pick up the phone to tell my mother, hey, how you doing? The crushing. The oil is saying, God's grace is sufficient. The oil is saying, it's going to be all right. The oil is being able to smile and uplift others. The oil. The oil is coming and praying for others when I need somebody to pray for me. The oil. The oil is offering encouraging words to others when you need to be encouraged yourself. The oil. But see, that comes from the crushing. See, you can't forsake the crushing. You can never forget about the crushing and just focus on the oil. You have to go through the crushing process. The crushing process will sometimes have you laying in the bed with tears running down. The crushing. The oil is when you're laying there and the phone rings and somebody say, I'm going through, and you pray for it. It's the oil. But you have to be willing to go through that crushing to get that oil. Never take your oil for granted. Never, ever deny your crushing. Stand 10 toes down on that crushing. See, as Cardi said, you don't know what I've been through. But the greatest thing he said was this: let me share my story with you. All the things that he brought me through. No matter where you are, no matter what you may be going through, there's an other side. There's oil that's coming out of you. 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 And understand this. Yes. Let me put this real good and I'm going to close it out just like this. The crushing, y'all bear with me, okay? I hope y'all catch this one. The crushing has been done to you. But the oil that comes out of the crushing is not for you. Say it again. The crushing, yes, has been done to you. But the oil that comes from the crushing is not for you. And that's how I'm going to end it right there. So, told you I wouldn't be up here long. I'm done. Thank each and every one of you for tuning in. I thank you. God bless each and every one of you once more again. Once more again, I encourage you. I encourage you. I encourage you. Be the best you. Look in the mirror. Look in that mirror and know that God created something special when He created you. I'm telling you right now, there ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody else got your DNA, nor your fingerprints. Nobody. Walk in purpose on purpose. Follow the vision. Follow the vision. Close your ears to the noise because there's a lot of distractions. Do not become distracted by the distractions. And understand that the oil from you will flow. Let it flow. Let your oil flow. Let it flow. So, last but not least, I tell you this. You can't beat me. I'll finish say it. Last but not least, I'll tell you, thank you. It has been a tremendous month. Thank y'all. I have some wonderful people coming next month. I will be putting out the list. I have a month full of guests for the month of February and March. So I'm so looking forward to it. To all the ones that will be joining. I'm sure that I know without a doubt they're going to bring something. They're going to bring something that's going to encourage, uplift each and every one of you. So y'all please tune in every Wednesday, 8:05 p.m. live. The old country boy at the table, and I'm gonna have me some guests. Like I said, I'm gonna have some guests coming next month. I sure is. Yes, I is. And I'm looking forward to it. So y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. Y'all be blessed, be safe. I know what you're. Hey, I'm finna get it out. I'm gonna get it. Oh, you get it. Look here and know this from the bottom of my heart. When I say this, I say it with my chest stuck out. When I say these words, it's not just a nice little cliche, but I mean it when I say it. Is that know this? Is that the Louisiana country boy, I love each and every one of you. I love you unconditionally. Whether you like me, I still love you. Whether you support me, I still love you. Whether you cheer for me or boo me, I still love you. And the reason that I can love you unconditionally is because my love is not tied to what you do or don't do for me. That's not what it's tied to. My love is tied to Him because He so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in Him shall not perish but have ever. So that's why I can love you unconditionally, because it ain't tied to you. Because you'll have me up today and down tomorrow. You'll put me on a pedestal and then chop the tree down. That's why it ain't tied to what you do or don't do. It's tied to Him, and it's unconditional. And guess what? About His unconditional love for me and for you, and my unconditional love for you, there ain't nothing, absolutely positively nothing that you can do about it. Thank y'all. I will see y'all next week. Country boys up out of here. Love y'all. Go on. Boo-boo.